Hey YouTube, Nick here from X5 Overland. Today we will be working on Emma. Emma is my 1988 Volkswagen Cabriolet that I bought purely for nostalgia's sake. We are going to be changing the grille and removing these two inner headlights. So we'll be doing a dual round to single round conversion with an eyebrow spoiler. One of those days in Seattle where it's not raining yet, but I'm sure it will. But it's nice and overcast, so we'll get some work done. Alright, I've never actually done this, so hopefully it's pretty simple. So hopefully the only tools you will need is a tiny purple flat blade screwdriver and a Phillips number 2 screwdriver. At least that's all I think I can see now. Also, this is the only screwdriver I can find. This might be annoying. Wow, that was significantly easier than I thought. 4 screws, a couple of broken clips, and it's out. Alright, so I have here the new one. As you can see, the inner headlights aren't there anymore. These were the brights, and the badge is gone. And I'll eventually change out the headlights. Eventually. So on the sides of the headlights, on the very, very outside, on the bottom, there are these little hooks. On the original bumper, or on the original grille, these are broken off, and they don't really seem to want to clip in. Show you what I'm dealing with over here. So if you see, there's a hole in the sheet metal that this clip actually goes into, and there's like a 1/4 inch now where it just won't go in because that clip is much fatter than the hole that it goes into, and I'm afraid that if I get it in there, I'm never going to be able to get it out again. Why couldn't they just all be screws? These ones were screws and they worked fine. This is a screw, this one also screws in, and that one's fine. So I found a file, but it is a round rat tail file. I'm trying to make it rectangle. This might get a little loud. Okay, so we're back with the widened holes. Well, they're not perfect, but I think we're gonna have to go with that. Let's just put a screw in the side and see what happens. I think that's gonna work out fine. I can see now why the old clips were broken. Just because there's not a whole lot of wiggle room. Alright, so the bottom actually did clip in. And then I guess we'll just continue on and go with the other side. I'm gonna see how the spoiler fits before I go through and tighten every single screw. My dog barks like he's being murdered. I don't know how this thing goes on. There's like no mounting holes or anything. Alright, so I think that is the grill done. I'll show you what that looks like. So if you were just doing a dual round to single round conversion, you would be done essentially. Just shut the hood and you're good to go. But I'm gonna try to mount that spoiler somehow. So one thing I'm noticing right away is that the grill stands proud of the hood, probably because those two snaps wouldn't go in. Let me show you. From the front, everything looks fine, but if you look at it facing straight down, see how it kind of dips inward and it's nice and clean over here where there's no protrusion, and then it sticks out about a quarter inch, half an inch over here. So that's kind of annoying. If you can see on here, I don't know if it'll focus or not, but there's these little bumps, divots, and it's supposed to sit flat on a flat surface. So I don't know if this came from the same company, why they would do that. Yeah, so that's definitely what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a sander. I'm gonna sand all these little bumps off.
And of course, it being a sunny day in Seattle, my neighbors decided to wash their car and to mow their lawns. I laid down some 3/8 double-sided sticky tape and just stuck it on there. Smoothing out those ridges was a definite must for this. Anyways, that's it for this one, guys. Find yourself, find your happiness, and we'll see you in the next one.